Hey, welcome to this Command Modern Air Naval Operations gameplay video. If you love modern simulations, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Command Modern Air Naval Operations. We're going to jump straight into the latest tutorial. Boston Guards, the Denmark Strait, Uncle Mark's tutorials number 4. This was a tough one. I have played over and over again. I think I've won once. I haven't really figured this out. We're going to give it another try today. You can read all this. All you got to do is pause and get a read. I'm going to read right here. You are in command of the American nuclear attack submarine Boston. You have been assigned to patrol the Denmark Strait, which lies between Iceland and Greenland. Controlling the Denmark Strait would be vital in any conflict between NATO and the Soviet Union or for today, Russia, as it connects the Norwegian Sea with the rest of the Atlantic Ocean. So, what do you say? We load her up, but before we do, hey, if you have been following along all these tutorials and you haven't subscribed, why not hit that subscription button, hit the bell notification so you know when I post another video, like and share, and especially leave me a comment. Okay. Now let's go over our orders. Weather is broken clouds. Forecast next 24 to 36 hours, light rain. Winds at 5 knots, sea state 2. Nice and calm. Enemy Soviet convoy spotted entering Denmark Strait. 2 to 4 warships, several tankers and freighters. Destination unknown. Okay. Friendly, no change. Not sure what this means. Mission, patrol the Denmark Strait, locate, destroy any Soviet forces. Execution, weapons tight. Give other NATO forces. The other NATO forces are currently in AO. British SSN and AO expected to stay east of 31 West, but might move into your patrol zone if in pursuit of Soviet forces. Identify potential targets as hostile before initiating any attacks. That's a big deal. We're going to have to look at the map about that one. And we have special weapons release, which means we can nuke them if we think we need to. I think that's mostly going to be about anti-submarine warfare. Okay. Let's go. All right, well, let's do something fun here. Let's save as and give me a place to come to in case I want to start running this again. And now we're ready to go. All right, well, first thing we have to do is get our let on, which is very awkward because for some reason you can click on this all you want, as long as all you want is twice to get it to work. All right, 31 degrees right here. That means somewhere over here we think there's a British SSN. We do not want to get crossed up with him. So let us turn to the northwest. Let us select the submarine. Go to F2. Tell him we want to avoid cavitation and sprint and drift with an average speed of, what do you say, 8 knots. And we want to be just over the layer. All right. That should mean that our well, I've just gone stupid here. Why can't I think of the term I'm looking for? Our towed array should be below the layer, and we should be above the layer to better hear what's going on between the top of the layer and the surface. All right, now what else should we be concerned about? Well, what do we have to play with? We have 8 Mark 48s, 4 harpoons, 4 Tomahawk T-Lambs. That's not very useful unless we want to blow up Keflavik or something, or Reykjavik. There you go. I'm not sure what the Icelanders would think of that. We have 4 Tomahawks and 2 Subrocks. Well, what's interesting is that I've seen this number vary. I've seen 10, so the scenario seems to be biased toward 8, but I have seen her start with 10. Basically, we've got 16 weapons which we can play with against surface targets. So That's a big deal. What is in the tubes? Subrock, subrock, Mark 48, Mark 48. That's interesting. What do you say? What do you say we load ourselves up a couple of, click the wrong place, click over here and not have to look at the database. And leave the Mark 48s like they are. All right. I just cannot clear my throat today. Let's take this up to 5 minutes and get her going. All right, we've already done all this, so let's close it and move on. One thing I had not think, up. Okay, we're going to continue and see what that turns out to be. Fine. One thing I hadn't thought about. Right, she's all passive. It's all good. All right. And the stupid bug that says that if you've opened that before and you try to start again by hitting space, instead you open the latest thing, it's just dumb. Okay. All right. We've got some trawlers. You know what? Let's come to northeast. That's not going to take me away from 31 west as quickly as I'd like. We'll just be very careful that anything that pops up back here, if it does, that we don't just haul off and drop a sub-rock on it. Our British friends would probably find that awkward. Now, what do I talk about during this? Do I sing? Do I dance? Okay, that's a trawler again. What do I do to keep this entertaining? And the answer is, I don't know. We just keep playing. Let's come left a bit, come to port. Interesting things happening. AT-3s run out of energy. We're hearing weapons in the distance. It doesn't give us a bearing, but we're hearing it. Come on, this thing is so modal. And more weapons blowing up. Sir, I have a faint contact on sonar. I think it's a whale, maybe a pod of orcas, but it might be a smaller diesel sub creeping a few knots. We should be sure. Ooh, close. Well, we got our 90 degrees more or less from him. He's in a convergence zone somewhere. What we're going to do is cut this down to, say, 5 seconds so we don't get too surprised by whatever happens. It's the first time I've seen this one. So, yeah, interesting. And this could take a little while. Welcome to submarine warfare. I don't know. I'm not real sure what to say to entertain you except say, this ain't cold waters. And actually, that's not the way. Yeah, we'll just keep doing this. My main target is over this away. Not sure I really want to investigate that, but it would be nice to know. Could that be our British friends? Oh, it certainly could be. That could be our British friends. We don't want to do anything about that. He said he thought it was an SS, but I don't know. Hit 15 seconds. All right. And it looks like those guys continued nuking things and killing things until they killed a whale. Oh, well. Sprint and drift. He hasn't sprinted recently, but we've slowed down a lot. just keep. We've lost track of him completely. Since he's not who we're interested in, the Soviet aircraft has been destroyed. Event Soviet aircraft has been destroyed. That's interesting. I've never seen that either. We're still hearing torpedoes, and a biologic has been killed. I don't know about the Soviet aircraft has been destroyed. Apparently there are other things patrolling the area. I had no idea. Be nice if we had somebody doing some targeting for us from above. Some P3s keeping an eye on these guys so we weren't just bounding around in the dark. Well, again, I've slowed down the time a lot, so we're not seeing the sprints. Okay, we're going to go back up to, let's say, 30 seconds and see if we can get this rolling a little bit better. And there's a sprint. And come on now, we got to find something here shortly, right? Somewhere along the line, something's bound to pop up. I'm getting nervous. He needs to slow down. There you go. SSN 703, so it's just Flight 1. Los Angeles class. Oh. Somebody put a tigerfish in the water. Well, there's all kinds of fun and games happening. And Soviet submarine is breaking up and sinking. I think our British friend has been busy. And we have yet to lay a hand on these guys. We haven't seen them a bit. Well, maybe I shouldn't have gone quite so far north. I don't know. Let's turn to the northeast. If they're over here, it's too late anyway. We've missed them. Uh-oh, we've got a surface contact. What are your orders? Well, close that. Slow down. Skunk 1. That looks like a convergence zone contact. Let's turn 90 degrees and see if we can hold it there and figure out what it is. Let's also get in here, kill the sprint and drift, and go to creep. Right. Just take a little while for it to slow down. Okay, great. To 15 seconds. There we go. We think we have found a Krivac. Well, that's unpleasant. Let's see, the Krivac. Oh, Lord. I think this is his underwater weapons range. Control D. 30 miles. I think that's his SSN 24 range. All right, well, we want, it'd be nice if we could get this guy to go past us and we could hit whoever's behind him. I think he's going to, God, he's making 21 knots. Wow. Wow. Well, we could choose right now to dash to the flank. And maybe that's a good idea. Perhaps that's a good idea. What do you say we do this? What do you say we put a cut in it, and then we'll have an opportunity from a save position to try this 2 or 3 times if this doesn't work. Okay, so our first attempt. See how this should work. I want you to go as deep as possible, avoid cavitation, flank. I don't know how fast that'll be, but it'll be going places. And I want you to go like in this direction so he doesn't run down on us quite so. He is really boogieing. He's got to put us. Be nice if I could chart this. You want to see where you expect this guy to be and stay outside of it. If I go this way, let's take a guess. And I've got the wrong thing selected. No, we're good. We're good. Let's go. He can make 32 knots without cavitating at 900, but he's coming up. It's getting shallower. Watch his speed will probably drop. Okay. All right. That's a bit of a dash there. Let's go to creep. Let's go to just over the layer. See if we can reacquire. He is. He's still closing on us. Okay, F2. Avoid cavitation. Deep as possible. Flank. Go. All right, let's see if we can reacquire. Creep. Just over the layer. Go. Excellent. Let us now parallel his course and see if we can find what we're looking for. Whoa. Boy, that changed quickly, didn't it? Uh-huh. Merchant. Merchant. Uh-huh. We're gonna have to do this. All right, we're making 5 knots. We're being as creepy as we can be. Let's close them. Kreback. Cashin. This guy's got SSN 24s, which we are inside of his range, I think. Maybe not. Control D. Maybe we're still just outside of them. This guy's got a helicopter, which is kind of scary too. All right, it's time to get really creepy crawly. Up, Soviet convoy spotted. I know. Target. Target. And this gets tense. What? That's another Murchie. It's all good. It's all good. Really, I may be badly positioned here. Badly positioned. I may be too far to the flank. So, as deep as possible. Wrong thing. And escape, hit him. F3, that direction. Escape, select him. F2, avoid cavitation, deep as possible. Flank for a short dash and hope they don't pick up on us. Map setting, underwater sensors. Oh, we may be inside his underwater sensors. Oh, that's not good. I think he'll hear that dash. Okay, instead, just under the layer, cruise, avoid cavitation. Let's see if we can get away with that. And enough of that. F2, creep just above the layer and see if we die. I don't like the uncertainty I'm seeing here. These guys are down here somewhere by now. I mean, they're way down in here by now. Commercial. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. We're getting somewhere. What we got here? Nice, nice, nice. They're moving awfully fast. F3. They're moving very fast. I don't know if I can. We're behind the escorts, I hope. Commercial. I haven't seen. There's probably a cruiser in here somewhere. F2. Under the layer. Cruise. Avoid cavitation. Right. Let's close them a bit. Let's close them a lot. Stop. Creep. I'm getting real quiet because it's making me nervous. Just over the layer. Commercial tanker. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. We can just get these guys. That's 11 minutes. These guys are out of range. The guys we got directs on. Outstanding. We have in our tubes right now. Forget the tubes. Forget the tubes. Let's see what we got in. Got 2 Mark 48s, 2 harpoons. All right. Shift F1. Let's allocate 1 to him. And we should be able to add selected targets. There we go. Babushkin. Oh, slow down. Allocate one to him. All right, each one of those has a Mark 48 allocated. And we got a real good feel for him and a pretty good feel for him. So add him. That's the sum of. Allocate. Two harpoons. Right. Okay. We're going to hope that these underwater hits slow these down, that we can catch them later. And we're going to hope that the two there are good enough to get him. I say we haven't allocated it. Right. To sum off. Now let's select those. Let's plot a course. And let's really offset that. Right. And file. Save as. Big game. Save. 5 seconds. The rip. I'm not sure that it was wise to launch those harpoons at the same time I launched torpedoes, given that I've got to let them track all the way there before they go. So that might have been really brain dead. We got one hit. One of the harpoons malfunctioned. That's not good. Oh, they're running away. They're running away. Weapons. That was loading a harpoon. That was loading a harpoon. That one needs to load a tomahawk. That one needs to, oh Lord, click the right thing. That one needs to load a tomahawk. I don't know if we've got harpoons up and running yet. F1. Yeah, we have 2 more available. You hit her. Did we kill that thing? Did she sink? I don't think so, but I don't see a damage. That would be her. Yeah, we hit her. We hit her. Shift F1. Yeah, this attack is probably not smart. Let's leave those harpoons in case we have to counterattack somebody. Boom. Boom. All right, we got people hurt all over the place. And we got nothing but harpoons and tomahawks ready to go. 1 knot, 1 knot, 2 knots, 19 knots. We have found a Cara. No, it's a Cashin. Oh my goodness. We're in trouble. Shift F1. Allocate 2. Slow down. Shift F1. allocate 2 Tomahawks, plot a course. And lordy, lordy. Now we need to get back into our weapons. That doesn't make any sense. And I keep clicking over there when I need to click over here. Torpedo. Torpedo. And as soon as those are launched, we will reload. Go. We actually have more TASMs. We're going to leave that alone. That guy's making 0 knots. He's making 1 knot. 19 knots. Those are undamaged. Don't know who he is. 13 knots. 5 knots. Probably put a hole in him, didn't we? All right, the only question I have is whether I ought to be going to evasive right now, and I suspect I should be. So the Boston will F2 under the layer, full, avoid cavitation, F3, and a short distance to offset from that position. Oh man, I let myself get still. That was dumb. Yeah, I let myself get to the end of the navigation point. We're moving now. What's going to happen over here? I don't know what's going to happen over here, but I think a screenshot might be appropriate. Come on now. She's in there somewhere. Control Shift M. We hit her. I don't know why I can't get. There it is, because I minimized it. All this stuff is learning. You see what's going on, how you try to manipulate this game. She decoyed, failed. She jammed, failed, and the harpoon hit her. And again. I've lost track of her. Well, that's a cruiser we don't have to worry about. That doesn't mean we don't have worries. All right, let's keep running off that position that we were moving on. Let's do it this way. There's going to be a helicopter here anytime now. Anytime now. Okay. F2, creep just over the layer. That's not the right spot. That's the navigation waypoint. Creep just over the layer. Oop, she cavitated briefly. That's not good. She's making 9 knots. She's going to get away. skunk. Don't know what that is. We're gonna 20 knots. Why is she going that direction? They're scattering. That's a commercial container vessel. Okay. Where are the escorts? Where are the escorts? What have we got loaded? We should have a couple of Tomahawks and Mark 48s. Okay, I'm just waiting for the vengeance of the helicopter. Let's get in among them. Amazed that we haven't heard the escorts heading in this direction. And why are these guys all turned? Are they closing the escorts? Are the escorts behind me? Could it be? Ought to be able to hear them with the towed array, but let's. What do I know? I'm not a sonar tech. I know people who were. It's 5 knots, 8 knots, 4 knots, 17 knots, 19 knots. These are our wounded babies. All right. Well, since we haven't been counterattacked, not that that's necessarily a reason to be excited. It could happen. Mark 48s. Allocate 1 to the Babushkin. Allocate 1 to him. Hang on. F2, get under the layer. Just went defensive without going crazy running. We're reloading tubes. Game, scoring. Oh, we're average. And Soviet ship destroyed. I'm for that. That guy, we've lost track of him because we were gone under the layer. But the torpedo's got a great, he'll find him. He just did. We're still average. Thump. Boy, it's a tough guy. And we can allocate 1 to him. I should have selected both those guys. And 1 to him. Get back over here and go. Change course. A little less predictable. Really curious where the escorts are. I mean, we got they must have really gotten far ahead of these guys. Magazines. We have 2 Mark 48s. We don't have 4 Tomahawks left. Oh, yeah, we do. They're nukes. We got 2 Tomahawks in the magazines. Well, absolutely fascinating. Come on, come on. Get them screenshots. Yep, they're all bad guys. And not one of them's a warship. Where are the warships? Boom, Soviet ship destroyed. You missed? You missed. Boom, Soviet ship destroyed. And we're still just bloody average. We didn't fire those 3 Tigerfish. And we didn't kill a Victor 2. And we didn't. Yeah, we killed a Cashin. Right. Okay. Well, what have we got? What are we ready? What are we ready with? What's ready to go? Wrong thing. Got a Mark 48. Got a Mark 48. Got a Tomahawk. Got a Tomahawk. Well, we don't have anything that we can put torpedoes on. These guys are moving really fast. That away. F2. I am just over the layer. Yuck. No, that's my, oh, gosh. F3, go to there. F2. Just over the layer, creeping. Let's see if we can reacquire these guys. Oh yeah, we got him. We got him without a doubt. Without a doubt. Shift F1. We've got 12 seconds before they're ready to go. Okay, just do it this way. And we can watch this countdown. So our DA loop is, okay, we're ready to go. As much as I hate to do it because it's not going to leave me much left to play with. Shift F1. Takes 2 to do it. F2. No. Give me the Boston. Give me the Boston. Thank you. F2. Under the layer. Oh, look at those suckers. They're taking a lead. Here's your targeting vector, but they are leading them. Very nice. That's the last guy we've got a good feel for. 4 knots. He's not going anywhere. And Thump. Come on, we're going to thump him, right? Boom. First one hit him. Tore him up, too. The flooding is pretty grim. Boom. Well, I'm still just worried to death about counterattacks. Scoring average. Yeah, as much as I hate to. F3 this way instead. He's making 4 knots. We might be able to catch him. What is he doing at 20 knots? I don't know how I managed to do that. I may have, well, I hope that could bring down death and destruction. I'm below the layer, right? Just under the layer. Avoid cavitation. Go to cruise. Let's go ahead. This guy doesn't want to sink. I am waiting for that hammer to fall. F2, creep, just over the layer. We don't have another weapon except the tomahawk to hit him with, and we're too close for that. Too close. We're going to sit here for a little while and see if anybody's approaching. Like, what's that? Don't know what that is. Pause. We found our cruiser. That's awkward. Go under the layer. There's no time to be aggressive. I said go under the layer. Again, get the wrong point selected and you'll go out of your mind. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of this at this point. I'm hoping that other fellow will sink. He doesn't seem to be in any hurry. F2. Let's pop back up, see what we sniff. And I think everybody's gotten clear. He's not going anywhere. He's where we left him. I begin to think this guy's running away because he's 27-minute old. We should be hearing him by now. I have Mark 48s. Well, I thought I was all out. Let's allocate one there. F2 under the layer. Change course again. I thought I was all out of torpedoes. Apparently not. Will we finish her this time? Boom. Very nice. Minor victory. The way I've had my butt kicked by this thing before. Look at this guy. Shift. Shift F1. Got one for you. Well, we've got 4 of the commercial carriers. Hopefully this one will make 5. And we'll survive to talk about it. Well, if nothing else, clearly have gotten in and among them. Just, we got there. Oh, he sped up. I was thinking he had been hurt. We'll get him, but I don't think we'll kill him. Yeah, come on, thump him. Thump him. Got to. Got to. Boom. Oh, all of a sudden we don't hear him. F2, just over the layer. See what we learn, other than having a depth bomb dropped on us to kill us. Yeah, we heard him, but he's still moving. Okay, well, let's proceed for a minute or two here. Oh, CG20, number 20, moving 228 degrees, 4 knots. That's interesting. All right, game, scoring. We're going to shoot our wad here. Shift F1, assuming she's inside of range. Too deep. F2, just above the layer ought to be good enough. In fact, that ought to get us up where we can maybe figure out what's going on out there. She's taking water. I think she's going to sink. We can look over here and see. If we speed things up a little bit. Is that increasing? I don't know. Doesn't appear to be. Admiral Isakov. Well. As much as I'd like to sink a cruiser, Shift F1. Allocate all weapons. F2, just under the layer, please. Oh my God, I've got her. Stop. It just gets out of control. She's not moving. And once again, look at her heading. Look at them. Look at them. They're going to get her. Whether they kill her or not, I don't know. Well, maybe I didn't have as good a fix on her as I thought. Oh, there she is. Soviet ship destroyed, has been fired. And for some reason, I'm going really fast again. Creep. Yeah, I lose control of this real fast. I just got to be more deliberate about it. I don't know. I think we are all out of weapons. Except for sub-rocks. Well, we got 4 sub-rocks. Let's load them up. And I keep hitting the wrong button because I'm just not good at this. There we go. I'm good at hitting the wrong button anyway. It is time for her to go away. We just don't have anything left to play with. There's a lot of time left. All right, I think we're going to call it good and see what happens. We're going to go straight to scoring. We're going to end the scenario and quit. Our final score is 840. Major victory, not exactly triumph, but major victory. We used 10 Mark 48s. We used, we had 8 in the magazine and 2 in the tubes. There were 18 weapons available. That's why I lost count. 4 harpoons, 4 tomahawks. Our friend to the east used 3 Mark 24s. I think he killed the Victor. We killed a Cashin and 6 commercial ships. They fired off a pile of stuff and didn't hurt us a bit, but they killed whales and orcas. I don't know what to tell you. Well, hey, this one's tough, but I've enjoyed it. Hey, I hope you did too, and I will see you again soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.